I think about all the things that led me to some of the really shitty behaviors that I was involved in. You
Hmm.
know, I'm not very proud of it either, right? But it was a dark period of my life, and I was just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I was trying to survive in a world that was foreign to me, um, and all I could think about was death,
Hmm.
death of myself. Right? I wanted to die because I didn't feel like I was worthy to be here any longer because of the
Wow.
loss of a lot of my friends.
Hmm.
That was something I struggled with for a very long time, and it ate at me and it destroyed me. And it took me hitting bottom to really figure out that you know there's a better way, right?
Hmm.
And now now I've come to learn how to manage these situations by asking myself two questions. Am I being shot at, and am I going to die? If I could say no to both of those things, I can change the outcome of my situation.
Wow. That's pretty incredible. That's a pretty simple way to think about it too.
Because there's you can control damn near everything that is
Hmm.
happening to you,
Right. Right.
right? Except being shot at
Yeah.
and the possibility of death.
Those two things you can't really control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least overseas, you can't really control them. Yeah. So you said you hit rock bottom. Was there a particular situation that really, if you're open to sharing a particular situation that really, turned you around?
Oh, it turned me around. Yeah, yeah. There's a couple things like there's a point where I ended up almost 100 miles away from my home, not knowing how I got there.
Wow.
And uh, that was when I came to understand that the medicine that the VA that I was on that I was being treated with
Hmm.
was probably doing more damage to me than it was actually helping me.
Hmm.
Then there was a point of there's my suicidal ideation, right? And thank God that I was a pussy and I couldn't figure it and I couldn't do it. Right. So
Wow.
and I have, this story would have ended a long, long time ago.
Hmm.
But here, so I do draw, a lot from those time periods, from those experiences
Hmm.
and those struggles. And, and I put a lot of myself into um, the things that we're doing because we've built a platform that we can do it.
Hmm.
And it would be it would be wrong of me not to utilize that platform to improve the situation so that somebody made if we can have one person that doesn't walk the path that put me on a terrible road, then
Hmm.
I think that we've achieved utilizing our platform. But over the years, what I've come to understand is that Grunt Style has an incredible voice, and
Hmm.
we have an ability to make impacts on individuals' lives and groups and big communities.
Yeah.
Um, and that's is that a financial or is that a corporate responsibility? That's I think is arguable, but I think it's important to me.
Well, you got corporations fighting the other way, so I think it's important that you guys are fighting for something that's
Yeah,
actually good,
yeah.
and
And in fact,
trying to save lives.
what is important, right? And
Yeah.
that the veteran community, this is a community of individuals that once again raised their hand and said that I'll go fight a 20-year war. I'll go do that.
Hmm.
And we need to honor that. We need to respect that because you know how are we going to get the next generation of Americans to say the same thing and
Hmm.
go off and fight for something that they believe in if
Yeah.
we are not honoring those that did that before them.